Digital dashboards. They're a standard element in all of the major business ERP platforms we use, and they're also important to your online board portal systems. By presenting bulky, complex data in visual bite-sized chunks, dashboards make it a lot easier to track trends and danger signs. But as with most business information, dashboards are primarily designed for the use of managers, the people who live with the information on a daily basis. What about your directors? In their virtual board meetings, they need to be able to process this data too. So how do you customize your green, amber, red lights and graphs to meet the specific needs of directors? First, often the reason board info dashboards are too general or too narrow or miss the mark altogether is because of lack of collective board feedback. As part of your board evaluation, is the board looking outward to grade the quality of information it receives from management? As the board chair or lead director, brief the CEO, company secretary, CFO, counsel, and other managers on what data the board really needs as opposed to what managers think they need. For example, your chief information security officer might prepare management dashboards that dig into the specifics on incursion attempts per hour, server activity stats or such. That level doesn't need to go to the board. Instead, identify the top medians the board considers important to track digital security. Provide easy ability to click on info provided if a board member wants a deeper dive. Managers need to think like the board thinks. Next, even dashboards for top managers tend to focus on one sector of the company or a single measure in isolation. The board needs a wider scope. This digital siloing of information is a real problem. Info from the general counsel, company secretary, legal, HR, marketing, financial, or so on are all in their separate little portfolios and charts. Now, this may seem simpler in dashboarding, but it loses the crucial interaction context a board of directors really needs. For example, how will delivery delays impact crucial accounting numbers? Is there a link between those hotline complaint measures that legal is showing us and a spike in turnover that HR is presenting? Next, your visual dashboard items share a flaw of overall board information, and that's staleness. A lot of the material the board sees is historic. You need to dig into more current, forward-seeking trends. Rehashed data from 1 or 2 quarters back is old news, whether it's on a spreadsheet or prettied up in a stoplight dashboard graphic. Directors need to be much better informed on a day-to-day basis now, so a more fluid and timely approach is going to be needed. Your ERP systems will allow you to craft weekly, sometimes even daily dashboard reports on the key factors your board wants to know about, including trends and change velocity. Directors should be checking into your board portal for these must-have updates as often as they're checking company stock prices. Finally, or maybe first, managers need to ask whether every dashboard slide they send directors is really needed. Is this visual being presented to meet a real expressed board need for the data, or is it being done to show off good results, obscure bad results, or just because it's cool-looking technology? In the latter case, yes, you can design very complex, info-packed dashboards for everything. But should you? I'm Ralph Ward from the Virtual Boardroom.